Hello, you muskrats, and welcome to another episode of the not so spectacular but informative series called Down the Rhône by Canoe. If you haven't seen the previous episode yet, click on the video in the bottom right corner.
Alright, let's start. Last time we stopped at the starting point of my Rhône summer expedition. This is an interesting part of the river because the current is strong and the riverbed is quite bumpy, which creates some weird water movements. And here we have already the first portage, a few kilometers away from Seyssel, which is the next village.
The river that joins the Rhône on the right is Le Fier. Oh, and here comes already the first fork on the Rhône. You can either take the right canal or the left arm, which is the old Rhône. However, be aware that on the old Rhône there are some more or less big dikes. So watch out and evaluate the situation before you run into troubles. If you want to play it safe, take the canal. You see the two dikes here? Depending on the water level, they can be quite dangerous. If the water level is high, there is no problem. Here you see the portage if you take the canal.
And here is the second fork. For this fork I highly suggest you to take the canal, for there are many big dikes on the old Rhône and you will lose some precious time bypassing them. And this canal is really not so boring as the one before. And by the way, if you're a bit hungry, here you have McDonald's. Here you have a little campsite if you have to pass the night. For this fork again, I suggest you to take the upper shorter arm. The lower arm has only one dike but goes much more to the south to eventually turn to the north and join the other arm. And as you can see, there is a camping to the right of the upper arm and some snack bars on the beach to the left. Here on the left is a nuclear power plant which has been shut down because it was too close to Geneva. We spent the night just across the river, facing the power plant. Here's the first kayak river of the Rhône. Basically they let flow the water from the higher arm to the lower arm of the Rhône. And here we already spent the second night of our expedition. We did not make many kilometers this day in order to get past Lyon entirely the next day. Lyon is the biggest city along the Rhône. We went buying some food there and enjoyed the afternoon. And by the way, there is a very small and clear river where we could wash ourselves. Here is the last fork before Lyon, and we maybe made a mistake by choosing the lower arm, but I will show you why shortly after. We quickly understood that this arm was not made for canoes, because this power plant has no canoe ramp. And here we are at the biggest static wave of the Rhône. If we had taken the upper arm before, we would have had to paddle across the river in order to get to the portage situated on the left of the stream. Maybe we were wrong and there is actually a portage on the right as well. If it's the case, tell me in the comments. For the third night, we set up a camp on a little island called l'Île Blanche. That was a big day. Okay, that's it for this second episode. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. See you soon for the next episode. Tschüss!